spit in his face. "They should have arrested you." Whoa. And yep, spit. He wiped his face. "You don't mean that. Mom, look at you." Mom? That was interesting. Except that wasn't the right word. There wasn't anything interesting about someone getting slapped and spit on. Still, if he was some kind of criminal and she was scared of him... But so far she was the violent one. He hadn't so much as lifted a hand to defend himself. Not that I had tons of experience, but that seemed decidedly uncriminal to me. She screamed incoherently at him after that. They moved back out of view, and I heard a crash, like a lamp breaking against a wall, followed by him grunting. And all the while she was shrieking until more crashes drowned her out. I was up on my knees at that point, eyes wide, ears straining. This was so much worse than anything I'd heard from my parents. They'd yelled, sure, but that was it. Words. The fighting next door was bad, like someone getting hurt bad. And from the sound of it, not the petite woman with the wicked arm. Where the hell was nosy Mrs. Holcomb? More silence. Then another crash. "Throw anything you want," he said. "I'm not leaving you." "You stay away from me." Her voice quivered. Surprise colored his words. "When have I ever hurt you?" "You arrogant little..." Her voice lowered into a hiss I couldn't make out. "If I had any choice, you think I'd be here?" "You'd be dead if you had any choice. Just stop. It's over. I'm not the one in jail." Which meant somebody was in jail. The wrong somebody, according to the mom. But she was the one hurting him, while he thought he was saving her life? Either way, I couldn't just sit there and hope her arm got tired before she hit something vital. Half turning on my roof, I squinted in the darkness, looking for the unopened can of pop I'd brought up with me. I heard yet another crash seconds before my fingers brushed against the cool aluminum. I crouched down as close to the edge of the roof as possible and hurled the can across the 10 feet or so that separated our houses. I figured the sound might distract them. I hadn't figured on how badly my aim might suck in the dark. I'd been trying to hit the side of their house. Instead, the sound of shattering glass filled the night as the can broke right through the kitchen window. I clapped a hand over my mouth and flattened myself to the roof, just as the back door banged open and a guy who really didn't look all that much older than me shot into the yard. His hair was black in the faint light, and long enough that it fell over his eyes when he moved. Gravel crunched as he stalked around. It didn't take him long to realize his postage stamp-sized backyard was empty. Don't look up, don't look up, don't look up. Leaving seemed like the best idea I'd ever had. I could turn away, slide off the edge of my roof and through my bedroom window. I could do it without a sound, too. But I didn't. Instead, I stared. I watched. It was totally stupid on my part. He could be dangerous, or at the very least angry that I'd broken his window. A fact he was sure to realize if he spotted me. But for some reason, I wasn't scared. Not really. I'd done what I wanted. I'd stopped the fight. His mom hadn't followed him outside, and he didn't seem to be in a hurry to go back in. Not that I blamed him. That was one seriously enraged woman. I was half surprised he wasn't limping, based on all the stuff it had sounded like she threw at him. Why hadn't he left? And if he belonged behind bars like his mom said, why hadn't he stopped her? He was easily twice her size, and I could practically see the anger steaming off him. He was physically capable of stopping her, yet I'd heard him grunt with each impact and ask her to stop instead of making her. He dropped his head and stretched out his hands to lean against the small wooden shed in the far corner of the yard beside mine. He bounced a palm off it once, twice, then straightened and slammed his fist into the door over and over again until the wood split with an audible crack. I sat up, shivering in the hot air, and watched him back away. It was unnerving, but still, better a piece of wood than